What pisses you off the most? What is it?
Myself.
Why? Huh?
Because I'm lazy.
When was the last time you did something 100%?
I can't remember.
What are you afraid of? Tell me.
Screw it up. Damn it. Just screw it up. I've done it all my life. I'm a failure.
You're not a failure.
Yes, I am.
You are not. We all make mistakes in life. Embrace change.
You're getting in there and you're overthinking and all these things come in too much of like, I have to do this, and this, I have to do 4 second negative. Oh my God, that's going to be so hard. I should drop the weight. Then like, no, just get in there, know what you can do, bust your ass and get out of there.
Yeah.
Sometimes overthinking it holds you back.
People want to jump from day 1 to day 10 by getting some big seed money or big investment. And dude, I don't care how much money I made. I try to pretend like I'm broke every single day in the way that I think, because it forces me to create new solutions and innovate in my brain.
I had one of my sales guys who I said, dude, I don't see you at the gym. And he said, you know, I'm just really busy. And I just like looked at him and I was like, you will never have more time and less responsibility than you do now. So I kind of used the James Clear thing. I said, hey, if you can't make it work now, accept that you're never going to be in shape for the rest of your life. He was like, whoa. I was like, think about it.
Rid yourself of
Right.
desire.
Yeah. I was like, you're just never going to be in shape. He was like, well, I mean that. I was like, right. So do it or don't, but stop wanting it.
I promise you, you don't want to be that old person sitting on your deathbed, looking back at your life, filled with regret because you always made the easy choice.
Think it right now! Whatever the fuck you have!
Instead, go all in, embrace it. Let it mold you, shape you into what you've always wanted to become.
You gotta lock in. You have to put the hours in. You may have to raise children, cultivate your marriage, and work your side hustle all at the same time. Everybody knows if you don't go to the gym, if you don't get on the treadmill, put the cardio in, if you don't hit the weights and lift, you're not going to walk around with the physique that you see in your head. It's going to remain a conversation, a vision, a dream.
Lazy people don't know how to start. Weak people don't know how to finish. Successful people don't know how to stop. People demand success, but refuse to work weekends. People want opportunity, but won't talk to strangers. People claim ambition, but sleep in every day. We are the result of our actions, not our aspirations.
Let's say we have a circuit breaker, okay? And I'm loading everything up to one circuit. Just load it up. It's gonna fucking blow. And once that thing blows, man, the circuit's all fucked up. You gotta have each thing plugged into the right spot, like a fucking crowded garage. You can't put anything in it. Once your brain is crowded, discipline is great, motivation is great, but if you can't fit shit in your brain because it's all fucking cluttered with shit, there's no discipline. You may have it sometimes when it fits in that crowded garage of your mind, but you don't have the consistency that you need to have with that discipline.
There's actually 2 human beings in the bathroom every morning. There's you, and there's a human being in the mirror. And that human being is trying, and they've been there a long time, and they've been waiting for you to wake up and to see them. They're tired of your constant negativity. They're tired of you beating them down. They need you to be more encouraging. They need you to be more celebratory. They need your support. And when you finally wake up and create a moment with yourself every single morning where you look yourself in the eye and you see yourself and you forgive yourself and you honor yourself and you say, I believe, with this gesture in you. It is this remarkably deep and spiritual feeling of connection that you've been longing for a very long time.
Basically, I've had to recalibrate my entire scale to how little of a thing can happen that makes my day, how little of a thing can happen that makes my week, how little of a thing can make my month. How crazy would it be if a year from now I say, that was a great year. I'm putting a huge amount of my discretionary effort into this because it's my belief that right now, what will prevent me from achieving my ultimate goals, because that motherfucker's not gone, is running out of steam because I don't need to do this. Like, I don't need to work this hard. I'd prefer to make the ride more enjoyable.
Realize it never mattered to begin with. What's that?
If you want it all, life will give you nothing. We're willing to sacrifice everything that we have for the thing that we want. And then once we get the thing that we want back the things that we sacrificed, which really just goes to the heart of the human condition, which is we want it all. And we're not willing to make trades. And so one of the reasons that I've actually, I would say, largely tossed out the deathbed regrets of most people is that what they do typically is they will have the bias of wanting the other path they could have taken without considering the cost of that path. So they say, hey, I was really successful and I did all these things, but I would give it all up today to have my family. It's like, well, yeah, but you didn't, because you actually chose the path that you're on and you weren't willing to do that. But what you are saying right now is that you want it all. Sure. So does everyone. And so I've had a few moments of clarity over the last, year or so, but we want everything without the cost, and everything has a price.
Your excuses will destroy you and take everything that you ever wanted from you if you let them. It can seem like a friend, just like your friend that keeps feeding you drinks at the bar can seem like a friend, but are they really helping you in any way, shape, or form? No, they're not. They're not. So when your excuses make you feel a little bit better about the fact that you didn't execute on what you needed to execute on, then they can make you feel better, but they're not helping you. They're not helping you at all.
400 trillion to 1. The odds of becoming a human being. Being successful takes several different variables. I think self-awareness is number one. If you don't know yourself and you don't know what you're good at, you've got no shot because you're gonna be spinning your wheels. I think work ethic is at the top. Nobody watching this right now knows anybody that's successful at all that hasn't put in serious amounts of work.
You cannot grow mentally, physically, emotionally, or financially in your comfort zone and when avoiding pain. It doesn't work like that. If you want to build an ultra successful business, you're gonna take 2x4 after 2x4 after 2x4 to the face before anything becomes reality. If you want to build an amazing body, you have to break down the muscle fibers in order to rebuild them back up.
How are you going to choose to show up? Like I was talking about before, there are things out of your control. What's in your control? How can you take that power back into your own hands? And what are you going to take from it? What kind of meaning can you find from taking power out of what you feel powerless in?
Feeling stuck is a signal that you've stopped growing. That's it. And when most people feel stuck, since they don't understand that it's tied to a fundamental need for growth, we believe it's an existential crisis and we blow up our lives. Learning anything gets you back in touch with a fundamental need. It makes you start to feel like things are moving. And from that place of feeling a little bit more empowered, you'll be able to make better decisions about what big things need to change in your life.
You get to live life one time. And this is the time right now to understand what's actually happening and actually map your behavior to something that will impact you for the next 80 years. Pay the attention to who's giving you the advice. Who's giving the advice?
You should only take advice from people whose dreams for your life are bigger than yours are.
You got to learn to pick yourself up on your own. A lot of times these fights and these battles, you got to be your own coach. You got to be your own motivator.
I could have saved myself tons of mental agony because I could have reassured that, hey, look, this is just the way it goes. And this is just part of the deal. And you signed up for this. And nobody ever tells you those things. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're getting your face beat in business, right? Like nobody comes along and says, hey, it's going to be okay. You don't feel like it's going to be okay. You feel like your world's ending.
It could be a painful day emotionally. It could be a painful day relationally. It could be a painful day financially. Are you going to complain, or are you going to use it to your advantage?
It doesn't matter if you go the hard path or the easy path, both paths will make you suffer. But at least the hard path leads to your ultimate goal. The easy path leads to you suffering in silence and then dying with regret.